All right, welcome everybody out there today. Once again, we are back. We are a hop, skip, and a jump away from the halving, boys and girls. It is upon us. It is upon us. So I'd first like to say hi. Hope everybody's doing good out there in your moments of isolation. We're just going to go over a couple charts today. I'm going to try to keep this relatively quick. One of the things I was looking at here is, man, we've got this, big ol' trend line right here, right? I got this big ol' trend line, and the old bear skis are trying to break this trend line to the downside. The good news is we've got some catch spots down here right below us. I mean, you've got a lot of support right down that 8,000 range right there. 8,000's got a bunch of stacked. You got the weekly middle Bollinger Band. You've got the 128 MA. And listen, if you do not have the 128 MA on your charts, get it, boys and girls. Get the 128 moving daily average. Has to be on the daily, so it's the 128 MA on your daily. Get it, gotta have it. It is the bull and or bear line, right? That's as whether you're in a bull market and or a bear market, whether you're above or below that. So this is very critical. We're watching this trend line. If this falls, the good news is, here's the thing. We just put in the most. Can I just want to show this to you guys? I even wrote it on my little chart over here. Right, where's my little CME chart at? There it is. For full sakes, right? Can the Ponzi scam get any worse? Right? Can the Ponzi scam get any worse? Remember this one we had over here, boys and girls? Remember this nice little gap we had over here? Right? Now, that was a big gap right there. That was a monster gap that we had. I mean, Jesus Lord. And you knew we were going to fill it, right? You knew we were going to fill it. And you know how listen, it was so easy because I told everybody, I said, yeah, we're going to 9,000. We're going to 9,000 in April. We're going to 9,000 in April. Boom, went to 9,000 in April. And people are like, oh my God, they're shocked, right? It doesn't take a freaking genius to figure out that you're going to fill the freaking gap, right? That's all you're going to do. You're going to fill this freaking gap. And that's what we did. We filled the gap. I mean, it's such a Ponzi scam, right? But now we have this massive, massive Ponzi scam wick that we gotta fill here. And look at this bad boy. Oh, 1,000 points. 1,000 points. We gotta fill 1,000 point Ponzi scam CME gap. It'll happen. It's gonna happen. Listen, it doesn't matter. We can pull back. We can fill this little gap down here that we got at 7,600. Yes, we got a little gap right here, right? We can come down here, fill this little baby gap right here, and then maybe psych people out, and everybody will be like, "Oh my God, it's going to 1,000. It's going to 1,000," and then we'll bounce back up and we'll fill this, and we'll go to the 11.8 and we'll fill the 11.8, right? And that's kind of my plan. I kind of think that's what's going to happen, just because this is it's so fucking scammy, right? Go down here, fill the gap, right? Then go right here and go all the way up there and fill the 11,800 gap, right? Welcome to the scam. Welcome to the Ponzi scam. It's very frustrating, okay? We're going to take a look at a couple of charts that we have here. So the daily OBV did break. So we did break, but the daily OBV also is coming down to a trend line. So I'll show everybody that. There's that trend line right there. That's already in the members area. Shoot. Oh, look, we're on. We're kind of beyond the trend line if I really want to get in there. Right? Or really get in there. Yeah. Right? So we're just going to go right back and we're going to set ourselves a little alarm skis. I'm going to set a little alarm skis. I'm going to set a little low right here. Right? Okay? I'm going to set that a little low. All right. Okay, here we go. Trend line, save me. Right? Right? So this is super important. So I'm going to leave that there. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go over, I'm going to get my little boat anchor. Right, boat anchor. And we'll do a little baby, we're going to do a little baby rocket because that's all it would be. It would just be like a little baby rocket. Right? Because I don't think it'd be that big, just a tiny rocket. Right? And I'll label him too. I'll be like tiny rocket. Tiny rocket. There we go. Um, there we go. All right, just like that. And here we are. There we go. Oh, here, I want to get this so everybody can see it's daily. All right. All right. I labeled it the sideways rocket, the tiny sideways rocket. All right, so let me show you why I really, I mean, I would really, really, really prefer if this thing would just break like just a biatch, just fucking dump, okay? Because look at this, look at the 3 day. The 3 day is insane over here, right? The 3 day is effing insane. Like, can we get a break, please? Can we take a moment, a breath? I mean, we just freaking tanked like massively, and this 3 day just barely even moved. It's just like, yeah, meh, whatever, meh. I'm okay, not worried about it, right? It's just fucking ridiculous. The 3 days got to pull back a little bit. It's just a little bit on the cray cray side, right? And then your weekly, look at this double top on the weekly. God damn it. And the vamp called that. You're welcome. Thank you. Right. And then now the good news is there's a lot of support here, a lot of support here. I'm not worried about the weekly breaking. The weekly doesn't bother me that much breaking. It's this 3 day. The 3 day is really the one that is my long and short, right? If this breaks, as soon as it gets down there, you just hit that trend line. You're like, all right, this is when I got to just get ready to short the living bejesus out of this. And if you see it curving back up, that's when you just got to be long and the little bejesus out of this, right? But this is definitely your long and short indicator right here, right? Right, long top side, short bottom side. That's it. This is the mamma jamma right here that we're watching. We want this to pull back in some kind of crazy, like come all the way down, come all the way up. Now understand this. This could come all the way down, hit 7,600. Then this thing could go all the way up and hit 11,800 and not break this higher high. It could totally do it, and then it could drop all the way back down. I just don't ask why. I mean, you can clearly see the crazy movements that this thing can do in just a short span. I mean, look at this. You start here. Look at that. I mean, you go from 6,000 to 10,000 all the way back down to 4,000. This is a 6,000 point drop, right? All the way back up to 9,000. I mean, this thing can do anything. It's in like breathlessly, just breathlessly. Doesn't even care, right? Just doesn't even, just no fucks given. Interesting on the weekly over here. The weekly got rejected, and I wanted to show this. Just kind of, this blue line right here. It's worked as support and resistance all the way down. So we did get rejected off that. Still above the support line, the yellow support line. So, eh, eh. I mean, that doesn't really help me. Here is what I wanted to point out to you. See this yellow squiggly line, everybody? Everybody see this yellow squiggly line right here? Okay. Right? Oh, did I add that to the E section? Shit, sorry, man. I'll change it. So everybody see this yellow squiggly line right here, right? This yellow squiggly line. I want you guys to make sure that you add this to your daily chart. This is the 128-day moving average on the daily, right? And look at how this bitch is. Just look at rejected, rejected, and then broke through. Rejected, rejected, dumped, right? Like little tinky tinky tink work to support all the way. Look, you break the top side of that 128 day, and it was all sunshine and rainbows. You lose it, big tears. Rejected, came down, rejected, sunshine and rainbows, sunshine and rainbows. You lose it, oh shit, right? Sunshine and rainbows, and we're on the sunshine and rainbow side. We barely, barely, barely held the sunshine and rainbow side right here, though. We literally came down. Our nuts scraped across the sandpaper, right? Just sandpaper on the ball sack right there as we ball scraped that sucker. And oh, trust me, people panic. Panic. So you see how well this line acts as a support and resistance for a bull and or bear. Now, what would be interesting here is if we go, put in some big ugly head and shoulders right here, come all the way back up to 9,500, do a big psych out, and then pull everybody back down. But on this larger time frame, I did add in this huge, massive inverted head and shoulders that would actually play out very conveniently, right? This would play out really conveniently. This big, massive inverted head and shoulders would be super cool to play out. Also, you can see all the patterns on the OBV down here, right? This is on the daily. This is the CMF. I'm sorry, CMF. You got the CMF right over here. Look at the CMF over here. Plays out these patterns beautifully. This played out a head and shoulders. Still a rising wedge right here. Falling wedge. Blah, blah, blah. You get it all, okay? But it's playing. Add the 128 daily moving average. Top side bullish. Bottom side bearish, okay? Nothing doesn't tell me anything. Higher time frames, nothing. Just the weekly. I mean, it's just that weekly candle, just as bearish as all get out. Here's the thing. Yes, we have a very bearish candle, okay? Yes, I understand the weekly is very bearish, but it doesn't matter. You go back to this very, very, very bearish weekly candle, like one of the most bearish weekly candles you could possibly find, and you still made this beautiful push all the way back up here to just liquidate all the shorters. Like people are like, oh, look at that, this is gonna be amazing, I'm gonna short the shit out of that. And then they all got wiped out. I mean, you can't, you go from 10,800 all the way up to 13,000. There's no way you were holding your stop loss that hardcore, right? I mean, it was just crushed, smashed all those late shorters, or well, actually they would have been early shorters that got in, and then the rest was history. But this was a beautiful short. This would have been your end exit, but now here we are again. We just put in a beautiful bearish candle. It's just a gorgeous bearish candle, and in what is that? I can't even 14 hours, something like that. We're gonna put in the halving, right? We got the halving coming, right? And it's that simple, right? We have the halving coming. I have no fucking idea what's gonna happen right here in the halving. Last time, right after the halving, we had a little squiggle up, right after the halving. This kind of squiggled up like this, and then it dropped down again. And then it went back up moondicular, right? It went like this. This is what happened last time. And I kind of, I have some shorts layered at the 9,000 range. I mean, to see if we could break up there and squiggle sideways for a little bit. you know. But this, when you get this on the 12 hour loves to come down here. It loves to do this. It's oversold. We're listen. There's so many indicators right now that are telling us we're oversold. Uh, right here, I'm going to show you this one. Right, this is the God mode. Look at how low this is. This is just if this says we're oversold. It's what we say. It's what it says. You can still, this kind of needs to reload a little bit, but I mean, this is dangerous. This has got me a little bit worried. But this also says, hey, just get ready to reload some more shorts a little bit higher. The only issue is you should be very, very, very careful right here, doing absolutely anything. Just absolutely anything. And we are bearish. Like this green line is the bear line, right? The green line is past this green line, and this is the bearish area. You see, you get down below here, and this is very bearish. Look here, look, you see the green horizontal line. This is our green fast moving day trading line. And you get below this, and this is all fucking no bueno, right? No bueno. But you get oversold like this, and you get this little bounce. See this little nubby bounce right there? There's that little nubby bounce. Take out the late shorts, all right, and then just keep going, right? And this is same thing right here, right? Look, you get down, you get oversold. See this oversold here? You pop back up, you liquidate the late shorters, and then you just dump on them again, right? It just seems to be rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. And that's also, what I'm kind of seeing over on the, we see that back over on this chart over here, where you're down here, and this is saying, okay, I like to get down here on the 12 hour, first touch down here, right? Pull up, move sideways, right? And then dump one more time. So it likes to do that right there. So that's kind of one of the things I'm also watching. What else? What else? I think that's about it. I mean, I can't see this. I know people are like, oh my God, it's going back to fucking 3,000 or 2,000. I just don't see that. I don't see that at all. I see this literally just doing a little squiggle going down 7,600. I mean, we break 7,600, we'll have another conversation, okay? We'll have a different conversation lower than 7,600, and we'll be like, okay, what's going to happen? Because we're going to fill the gap. I mean, we're going to fill the gap. We're going to fill the 11.8 gap. We're going to fill the 10,030 gap. We're going to fill both of them. No need to panic. So it'll all get filled. The 3,500 gap is going to get filled. Trust me, it's going to get filled. Even if it is a dirty, nasty, ugly wick, it will get filled. All right? So, like, trading summary right now, got to hold the fucking trend line. Lots of support below us. No need to panic. Lower time frames, we can just squiggle around here. I mean, we've already moved sideways for a good portion, like almost a day. We just kind of moved sideways. But, this is just what's to be expected. The little sideways action wouldn't even surprise me. One more test down. But I know that we're very oversold, so that's what we got to be. Just the biggest thing, our biggest warning sign is we're oversold. Right? I'm the Vamp, and I am out.